Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barons. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another episode of the Brooklyn Barons here on Madden 23. That is right, we continue the series, and we are into week number 4. And can you believe we're 0-3? Maybe it's not that much of a shock. We probably arguably should have won last week against the Giants. There were some things that happened in the game that we're not going to talk about. Some unfortunate errors that occurred in that game, and we just couldn't come back from it. We put up a decent amount of points. We put up 3 touchdowns, but we just couldn't keep up with Danny Dimes. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. But it happened, and we are now 0-3, winless on the year, but we're taking on the Indianapolis Colts in today's episode. They're 2-1. We get a back-to-back homestand, so we are once again in Brooklyn at Franklin Delano Roosevelt Stadium. Can we get the W? I sure as heck hope so. Let's go find out. Hit that like button if you're excited. Hit that notification bell and the subscription button. Let's join the Juice Club together and get into the video. So here we are. It is week number 4. Like I said, we've got a 1 o'clock game at Franklin Delano Roosevelt Stadium against the Indianapolis Colts. We do have some players that are ready to negotiate. And we have, as you can see above my camera at the top, we have a ton. And I mean a ton of cap space. And I've been talking about how I probably am going to bring back Quinnen Williams. That's not really much of a question. But the other guy, Carl Lawson, we've been talking about how I was probably going to trade him to free up some cap space. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to trade Carl Lawson when he gets healthy. He's still injured, unfortunately, so I'm going to wait on that. The rest of these guys I don't really care about. Darnell Mooney I'm going to bring back, I would think, if I can get him for a cheap deal. Bryce Hall I'm probably going to bring back. Braxton Berrios I can probably let walk. I don't really need him. We could probably find a wide receiver that does the same thing he does. Ashton Davis is an iffy one. Denzel Mims, Braden Mann I'd probably bring back just because we need a punter. I don't punt the football on this channel, but we do need a punter to fill out the spot, so that's probably one that I would bring back. But we can start negotiations with Quinnen Williams. I certainly want to bring him back, and he's thinking that big market, he wants to play in a big market. That's good. He's got a little over half interest level on the team. You can't see that because the camera's in the way, but he's got a little over half of the interest in our team. He wants to play with no income tax, and New York has income tax. He wants to have a mentor at the position, and we don't have a mentor at the position of D tackle. So really, I mean, big market is really, it's basically full up. So he really wants to play in a big market. So we're going to give him a neutral contract, or we're going to give him a custom offer, I guess. And he's looking for 15 per year. Is that a good enough offer? 15 per year is really crazy. On a 3-year deal? I'd rather have him on a 4-year deal, but drop the money down a little bit. Maybe. If I could do this, 4 years, 62 million total. If I could do that, maybe he'll take that. This offer is perfect. Okay, so we got him for an extra year. I feel like we saved a decent amount of money there. I could have gone a little bit overboard, but we have $90 million in cap space. That's the only guy that I'm going to re-sign in today's episode, because we gotta wait until Carl Lawson is back from injury, and he is going to be back from injury in a couple episodes. Unfortunately, he tore his labrum in the preseason, so we couldn't really do much with him until he comes back. So we'll have to wait on that. Weekly strategies for the game against the Indianapolis Colts. They do have Jonathan Taylor, Chicago Cougars legend, who is a 99 overall X Factor, but they have Teddy Bridgewater at the quarterback. I don't know where Matt Ryan is. He must have either retired or they just moved on from him in the offseason from year number 1 to year number 2. And they got Teddy Bridgewater in, so that's cool. So we're taking on Jonathan Taylor. We're going to have to defend him. I don't really think Teddy Bridgewater is going to affect us too much. He could. That's a big problem. He certainly could. But we got to go up against Stephon Gilmore and Darius Leonard or Shaquille Leonard on the outside there on defense. And we'll take a look at their full roster to see what kind of changes they made from year number 1 to year number 2 in this offseason. So hopefully we can get on the win column. That's what I'm going for here. Obviously, that's what I'm going for here because we need to get our momentum, our morale. We need to get our morale up so everybody starts playing well. That's the goal. I want everybody to play well. So let's go to the Colts and see what they've made this season. So their quarterback is Teddy Bridgewater. I'm assuming Matt Ryan just retired. Jonathan Taylor's the running back. We knew that. Wide receivers, they still have Michael Pittman. They got Richie James, Alec Pierce, Keith Gibbons, a rookie from North Carolina. Okay, so really it's just Michael Pittman. But, I mean, Richie James could make an impact. Who knows? Mo Alley Cox is still there at tight end. Andre Dillard at left tackle. Quentin Nelson's still there at left guard. Ryan Kelly at center. Darrell Williams at right guard. And Braden Smith at right tackle. So their offensive line's average at best, I'd say. Defensive line, Chase Winovich, Bryce Huff. Oh, that's right. We traded Bryce Huff to the Colts, but he's injured, so they're going to have Jaron Reed probably as the starting right end. Then they have DeForest Buckner still. There's Shaq Leonard, Bobby Okereke, Cleveland Farrell, and then Gilmore, Kenny Moore. That's a good 1-2 punch right there at corner. I do want to get Kenny Moore. I hope that he comes available pretty soon because I would like to have Kenny Moore on my team. Then Julian Blackmon and Ronnie Harrison are the safeties. So their safeties are not great. We can take advantage of their safeties. I think our wide receivers are better than their safeties. So we certainly can be able to take advantage of that. But we do need to go down the staff tree and purchase another one of those so we can get closer and closer to unlocking those extra focus players on the training. And I think that's everything that we need to take. I guess we could take a look at the scouting. It's not going to be anything different than what it has been because we're still in week 4 only. So, I mean, we got 30% on some guys. This quarterback, John Slater, doesn't look amazing. I don't like the speed. He's got A awareness, B mid accuracy. I don't really like him that much. We've got Connor Allen. This is a guy that I had favorited. He has great to elite speed. He's got decent to solid strength that I don't really like, but he's a good athlete. He's a really good athlete. He's got A finesse moves, B awareness, B play rec. I like this Connor Allen guy. I think he could be a stud. He really could. Then we've got this left guard, Jonathan Charlton. Seems like an okay athlete. We'll have to figure out a little bit more as we get further into it. Brandon Wilds doesn't look great. Nah, he's got C's basically. He doesn't look amazing. We'll have to wait a little bit longer in terms of finding out some of these really, really interesting guys. Ooh, Damian Adams. He looked good in terms of he looks okay. C-man coverage though. Okay, he doesn't look that great. I was gonna say he looked okay from what I saw initially, but he doesn't end up looking that good. So really, it's just that Connor Allen guy. He looks really, really good. I'm hoping that as the weeks go on, we get further and further uncover him and find out how good he is, because he has a possibility of like changing this team. He could be the next Trent Favors if we can draft him. So that's exciting. That's exciting for the future. But we are going to be taking on the Indianapolis Colts at home at FDR Stadium in Brooklyn, back-to-back home games. Let's go see if we can put a 1 in that win column.
It's week 4 of the 2023 season, and we'll see Zach Wilson. No problems for him last week, going over 350 passing yards. It's the Barons and the Colts, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today it's week 4 and we've got what should be a great one here between the Indianapolis Colts and the Brooklyn Barons. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our two quarterbacks in this one, it's really a good matchup when you boil it down.
And I think that each quarterback wants to play this game with a faster tempo. They want to get the plays in quickly, get in and out of the huddle quickly. take just a few seconds at the line of scrimmage and survey the defense, and then attack. And I think that we'll see both offenses try to do that in this one.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Brooklyn Baron football is underway at FDR Stadium, and we are in the elements. It's a rainy day here in Brooklyn, New York, as the MILF hunter himself, Zach Wilson, comes onto the field for the first time. Does he have that dog in him? We are going to find out. There he is. Don't look at the stats. Don't look at the stats. That's not important. We don't have to look at those. What's important is that dog. That's important. Breece Hall gets absolutely annihilated on the first play of the game. Okay, so maybe the run game won't work very well. We are going to have to target the secondary of the Colts because I feel like that's going to be pretty weak. There's going to be a quick throw to Zach Wilson, or to Garrett Wilson. God, I'm going to do that so often, aren't I? Quick throw to Garrett Wilson. We'll go back to the run game here. Breece Hall cannot get anywhere. DeForest Buckner got so free on that one. That is not ideal. We're going to go spread everybody out here. Throw that quickly. The CJ Uzomah with the catch. You like to see it. 2 for 2 for Wilson. We're going to go with a hitch play. Hitch? And then go slants because they're not going to expect it. And then send Breece Hall on a streak. If he could beat Stephon Gilmore, that'd be absolutely insane. I don't think he will, but Garrett Wilson can beat his man. And that's 3 for 3 on the day. 3 for 3 on the day. In the rain, in the slop. This is what I was wanting when I picked my stadium. I wanted the opportunity to have indoor or have weather games because, as you know, in the Cougar series, we play in a dome, so we don't really get a lot of weather situations. So I wanted to add that little bit of variety into this by getting some weather situations, especially when we get into the late games, like into week 16, 17, even into the playoffs. If we have some home playoff games, we could be getting some snow. So that's an interesting development, like an interesting wrinkle. And that is under pressure and accurate from Garrett Wilson. No surprise there. My God, I did it again. From Zach Wilson. Garrett Wilson, I think, was the intended guy on that. I'm going to change Elijah Moore. I got a man wide open. It's Darnell Mooney. Money with 2 O's. Big time play. He was wide open there, too. Then we'll go with a speed dig out. Elijah Moore, I like the one-on-one press coverage. I really like the one-on-one press coverage. Elijah Moore! Zach Wilson inaccurate on the touch pass. Got to be a little bit more accurate on that, Zach. Got to be a little bit more accurate. I got to get that away. That's Breece Hall. He fumbled the football, Breece. You can't fumble the football in that situation. Breece. You just can't do it. We were moving the ball so well, so consistently. That just killed our momentum. I know it's slippery. I know it's wet. I know that was a hard hit. But you cannot fumble that football in that situation, Breece. Oh, that's the last thing that we could have. We were so good in that first drive. Zach Wilson was on fire. We were actually moving the football. And then just a momentum kill. Absolute drive killer on that fumble. Literally, because the drive is over. Unreal. Out of all the things that could have happened, I thought it would have been a pick that I would have had. But it's a fumble from Breece Hall. No, you got to pick that, Bryce. You got to get in front of that and pick that off, or at least get your hand in there and swat it down or something. Teddy Two Gloves. Will his 2 gloves be a factor in this game? Will it allow him to have more grip on the ball? That's an interesting question. Jonathan Taylor breaks off the first tackle. And Quinnen Williams is hurt. Derwin James brought him down. But Quinnen Williams picks up an injury. That's the last thing we need. We already don't have Carl Lawson. We can't have Quinnen Williams, our best defensive lineman, go down. That's in the middle. It's picked off by Breece Hall. I don't know where Bridgewater was going. I don't know if that was intended for somebody else and it was just an inaccurate ball. But Bryce picks it off. We got to watch this again. So Teddy Bridgewater staying in the pocket. Really not enough pressure to force bad throw, but maybe the ball just slipped out of his hands or something. I don't know. Is he going for Goods? Is this guy named Goodson? No, it's Gibbons. I don't know if he's going for Gibbons or if he's going for, it looks like he's going for Pittman really, but he overthrows it, goes to Gibbons. Or maybe he is going for him initially, and then Bryce Hall just steps in front, because Bryce Hall's covering Michael Pittman here, and then he just steps in front of the play and intercepts. I don't know what Bridgewater was looking for there, but we take advantage of it. We take advantage of it. It's about time we get an interception. Feels good to turn the ball over, and we're not the ones turning the ball over. We actually force the interception. We gotta hope that Breece Hall does not fumble the football anymore. That was such a killer. Just think if we would have scored a touchdown on that first drive and then had the ball after that interception. Just think of the momentum boost. Forget about the momentum boost. What was that play? What was that play? So here's what I'm doing. So I called a weird play. It was like a play action thing, but there was no blocking, so I had to get the ball away quickly. I just pressed X because that was the first thing I saw, and it just floated. Zach Wilson wasn't even looking at Tyler Conklin. I think that was Uzama. He wasn't even looking at Uzama. He just heaved it because he had pressure in his face. I don't even know what I was doing on that one. So forget about the momentum that I was talking about. Forget about that. Doesn't exist anymore. It's basically back to Teddy Bridgewater never threw that interception. And now he's wide open. Mo Alley-Cox actually makes the play and doesn't even go down after that. I thought that ball was getting floated a little too far, but Mo Alley-Cox is able to complete it. And they are down to the 27-yard line. This has been a disgusting first quarter. 2 turnovers already in the first quarter for us. 3 turnovers in total. Come on, guys. We got to play cleaner football than that. We can't play this sloppy game. I know it's raining. I know the conditions are rough, but we cannot play sloppy football. We're already not that great of a team. If we're playing sloppy football, that doesn't help us at all. We got to play perfect. See, bad teams need to play perfect football day in and day out just to even have a chance. Good teams can play sloppy and still have a good shot of winning, but we're not there yet. We don't have a good enough team to play sloppy football and come back from it. So we got to actually play our hearts out every single week and play perfect football, but we are not doing that today. They're down at the 4-yard line. Bridgewater with the snap, hand it off to Taylor. He's got an opening, and this is so stupid, man. We should have had at least a touchdown on the board. And yet, Breece Hall fumbled it. That was such a drive killer. We were able to force a turnover, get the ball, and then I threw a pick with Zach Wilson, man. This first quarter has not gone my way, I'll tell you that much. But do they ever? Do they ever go my way? Braxton Berrios had a lane. He had the lane there. I thought I was going to take it. Come on, Zach. I know you're better than what you've been doing this season. I know you are. Just dump it off. Give it to Breece Hall. Oh, the last time I gave it to him, he fumbled it. Why is Breece Hall fumbling the football? That's the second time in the first half, Breece. I'm taking you out. I cannot have you fumbling the football, Breece. What are you doing, my guy? That's the last 2 times I've passed you the ball. You fumbled it on the tackle. What are you doing? I understand that it's raining, but you don't see Jonathan Taylor fumbling the football in the rain? Why are you fumbling it, man? Come on. Oh, we just can't have that, man. This is just like in the Giants game. Just unfortunate mistakes and turn. Oh, I should have picked that. I should have picked that off. I should have picked that off. But it's just unfortunate turnover and unfortunate mistakes, man, that just don't go our way. We just get bad timing on everything, and it just does not happen our way. And the Colts will go up 2 scores on us. Unreal. How could you fumble the football twice in a first half? It's not even like he did it in the first quarter and then, oh, he did it in the third quarter. No, he did it in the first and the second quarter. Come on, Breece. I know you're better than that. I do. He's not fumbled at all this season, and now he chooses the rain game against the Colts to have 2? Absolutely destroying our momentum. And we go back onto the field. Man, Brees. Absolutely drive killing. We get to see the other young buck, Michael Carter, second-year player out of North Carolina, part of that 1-2 punch with Javonte Williams at UNC. We know that Williams was a stud, and I'm going down with a sack. I had nobody open there. I was looking down the field, trust me. I was looking. There was nobody open, and now we've got, I don't know who the buttons are. I'm guessing that, yeah, I was going to say, I'm guessing he's X. He is going to be X, but Zach Wilson can't be accurate. You got to be kidding me. I'm trying my best. I really am. He was wide open. He was wide open. That would have been a beautiful completion. And there's another freaking pick, man. Am I going to bench Zach Wilson? I don't even have a backup quarterback. Who the heck is my backup quarterback? I think I got to bench Zach Wilson, man. I think that's what I got to do. He's just not good right now. I know it's raining, but that was, I mean, the offensive line didn't help. I didn't have any time to throw on second down and third down. But I think I might have to bench Zach Wilson here. And I don't know if I have a backup quarterback to go to. We might have to go to the punter. Who's my backup quarterback? It is Darren Wheaton, 23-year-old rookie. I'm going to give him the chance. He's a 55 overall. He's not going to be any better than Zach Wilson. He most likely is going to be worse. But it's just unbelievable, Zach. You got to be better than that. I know the under pressure throws are hard, and I know that the Colts defense is really, really good, but you can't miss that throw. That was a perfect throw. He was so open, and you just overthrew him. I can't have that. I just can't. Oh, Quinnen Williams totally got the sack there. I couldn't even tackle him, man. It's a joke. This is a joke. How did I not tackle him? Like, how was I not in the area to tackle him? I don't understand. Somebody please inform me, because I am confused. I think we have a possibility of going 0-17. There is a real possibility that we go 0-17 this year. It means we'll get the first overall pick, which is good. We can draft that pass rusher. Here he comes. The rookie. I don't know where he's from, but he's a 55 overall, and he is bad. But he's got to be better than Zach Wilson. We'll see what he can do. I'm not expecting much. I've already conceded defeat. We're not even in the second half yet. Let's see how he goes. There's a good pass. There's Garrett Wilson. We get a first down. That's starting to be better than what Zach Wilson was doing, so I'll give him credit on that one. I'm not sure what his ratings are. Like, I didn't even take a look at his ratings. This is literally first time I've even met this guy. But he's got 2 completed passes to Garrett Wilson. It helps when you've got a stud like Garrett Wilson on the field. That certainly helps a rookie quarterback. I think it might be time to start shopping Zach Wilson and looking for a new franchise quarterback, because I don't think he's that guy. I don't think that Zach is that guy, at least not for this team. That's an incomplete pass. I didn't really have an option there. I just kind of panicked. Kind of panicked there. 3rd down and 1. That's going to be Elijah Moore. He's going to hold on to the football, thankfully. Connor McGovern's also hurt. We already lost. I mean, he came back, but we already lost Quinnen Williams. Now Connor McGovern's hurt. Now we got a rookie center, I think. Who's open? Nobody. I'm getting absolutely demolished there. Nobody was open on the slants. They covered everything. And I got squished in between 3 fat boys. McGovern can come back. That's good. A minute to go. We just lost so much of our progress here. We're back to almost midfield. That's going to be Elijah Moore holding on to the football. Thank you very much. And I forgot that Connor McGovern got injured under 2 minutes, so we lose a timeout there. I didn't even realize that. I got to get that ball away. It's going to be incomplete because it was under pressure. There's 33 seconds left. I know we could take our points, but we're down 21. Down 21 to nothing in the first half. I don't think that's a good idea. So I'm just going to heave it up there, and it's going to go incomplete, and we're going to go turnover. But Wheaton did not, like, he didn't play horrible on that drive. It's just we didn't have a lot of, that sack absolutely killed us. And Connor McGovern getting injured, we lost that timeout. Sauce Gardner, good tackle there. And it looks like they're just going to let the clock accelerate down. They get the ball to start the half anyway, so it doesn't really matter what they do here. They're going to snap it one final time. They're going to give it to, oh, he dropped it. Brick hands for Gibbons there. And that is going to be the half. A very frustrating first half for us. Very frustrating first half. And Jonathan Taylor hasn't even really been the issue. I know he has a touchdown, but he hasn't really even been the issue. None of the team, the Colts has not been the issue. It's been us. We've been the issue. We've given them 21 points. We've given them 21 points here because we've given them great field position on every single one of their possessions. We'll see what we can do to start the second half. I don't envision it to be any different than what we've done already, so. They're going to give it to Jonathan Taylor. He's going to get the first down pretty easily. Pretty easy on the first down there. They motion Teddy Bridgewater, changing the entire play. Sends Taylor from his left to his right. He's going to be a throw. Pick that. Sean Murphy bunting. Undercuts the comeback route. And we get the ball. I'd be a lot more hype if we would have had points on the board already. But it's just not happening. We can't seem to score or do anything against this Colts defense in the rain. Michael Carter does okay there. I don't really want to run the football again, but I already had called no huddle there. I didn't really like any of the passing options there. 3rd and 6. I don't want to take a field goal here. I know it's probably the right thing to do, but we're down 21-0. That's incomplete. How did he get there? I know it's Shaq Leonard, but how did he get there in time? Was it Shaq Leonard? I don't know who it was. I don't know how he got there. That was crazy. All right, that's going to be CJ Uzomah. I don't know why he took that angle to get there, that ball, but it worked, so I don't care. Halfback angle. Oh, it's Breece Hall back in the game, though. Just go down, Breece. Thank you. And Wheaton was getting attacked, too. I don't know if that was DeForest Buckner or not. It probably was DeForest Buckner. Can we actually put points on the board with this rookie quarterback, this backup 55 overall? I got to get the ball away. I don't have enough time to throw or to find an open man. They don't let me have time. That's going to be Wilson. Garrett Wilson's in. And that is the first career passing touchdown for Deron Wheaton, the rookie backup who came in to relieve Zach Wilson after his horrible start to this game. And hey, I know we had a great field position after the interception, but Zach Wilson couldn't get us on the board in the first half. Deron Wheaton did. I don't know. Maybe there's going to be a little bit of quarterback controversy here in Brooklyn. I have a feeling Stephen A. Smith is going to be on his talking head show, and he's going to be saying, "Start that man! Start that man, Darren Wheaton!" That's what he's going to be saying. I don't know if you can argue with it, man. I don't know if you can argue with that stuff. We'll see how the defense does here. Teddy Bridgewater is completely selling the bag. This Colts team just has to run the football. He did it again! Sean Murphy bunting again, back to back! And we're going to take that to the house, pick 6. Teddy Bridgewater is selling the bag. He's horrible. That's the exact same play that he literally did the last time they were out there. He did that same comeback route, threw it to him again, and this time Murphy Bunting does the same thing. This time he picks it off for a pick 6 instead of getting tackled. I don't know what Teddy is doing, but he has completely sold the bag here. All they have to do is run the football. They've won this game if they just run the football, but for some reason they feel like Teddy needs to throw it that same exact route, and Sean Murphy Bunting's got 2 interceptions in the last 2 plays of the game for Teddy Bridgewater. That's crazy. There goes Jonathan Taylor. He's got nothing. 2nd down and 8. Do it again. Give me 3 interceptions. I'll take it. Maybe we can get Sean Murphy Bunting to Superstar X Factor. That'd be awesome. I don't really know what Bridgewater's thinking on that one. And Bridgewater's going to go down. It's a combination. Kwity Paye, Quinnen Williams, and Josh Allen were all in there. 3rd and 20. And for some reason, the Barons have life. I'm not sure how or why. And that's going to be a check down. He breaks the first tackle, but he can't break all the other ones. And they're going to punt this football back to the Barons in the 3rd quarter. Down by 7. I don't know what is going on in this game. Absolutely insane. It's insane in the membrane, some people could say. With a little under 3 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter, Darren Wheaton comes back onto the field. I don't know how this situation has lent itself to show itself. I don't know what's going on. Michael Carter, I actually almost won. I would have won that tackle battle if I didn't get tackled from behind. We'll go back. There's Michael Carter again. He's actually starting to get some openings in the middle of the offensive line. That's a good sign. Keep it going. If it ain't broke. All right, it might be a little bit broke there. Although that was not a bad game. I'll take it. Let's go tight end angle here. I'm not even sure really what any of these stats are for Darren Wheaton. I don't know if he's fast. I don't know if he's got good awareness. I don't know what he's got. I don't know. This is literally the first time I've ever heard of this guy. I didn't even know we had him as a backup quarterback. That was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. And now Penei Sewell goes down. What is it with our trainer? Are we not helping these guys before the game? Why is everybody getting injured in this game? Were we not prepared for the rain? That's what it feels like. Everybody's just injured. There's going to be a quick throw. That's Elijah Moore. 10 for 15, 108, and a touchdown for Darren Wheaton. That's better than any stat line Zach Wilson's had this season. No! Okay. I'm not going to hold that against Darren Wheaton there. I'm not going to hold that against Darren Wheaton. Actually, I might hold that against him because that was supposed to... I pressed X on that one, which is the same guy, Elijah Moore, who caught the pass on the previous play. And he just completely threw it right at Shaq Leonard. So I'm going to hold that one against Darren Wheaton there. That was his first true mistake. And now, oh God, he's got Freight Train activated, which means he breaks the first tackle, I think. They already do break every single first tackle, but we had such a momentum shift in this game. Such a momentum shift. And then the interception completely flips it back on its head. I can't catch a break, man. I can't catch a break. I finally start to get some momentum. I finally start to turn things around. Teddy Bridgewater completely sells the bag, back-to-back plays. And then I sell the bag because Wheaton could not throw an accurate pass there. Play action. Bridgewater's got plenty of time. He's going to find a wide open man. It's Gibbons. Why was he wide open? Because Teddy Bridgewater had a ton of time. He could have wrote a novel in the amount of time that he had there in the pocket. It was inevitable that somebody was going to find space. Oh, Quinnen Williams actually grabbed Jonathan Taylor from the waist and pulled him back so he couldn't score. But if they score here, it's going to be almost impossible to come back in this game. How did I not sack him? Thank you. I was going for him, but it locked me onto Jonathan Taylor. Luckily, Teddy just didn't move, and I was able to shift over to him. 3rd and goal from the 7. If we could hold them to a field goal, that still wouldn't be great because they're still adding points, but it would be better than them scoring a touchdown. I would really want an interception here or something, and that's going to be just an incomplete pass. Okay, I'll take that, I guess. We'll go with the field goal. Are they iced? I don't know what's going on here. Should be a fairly easy kick, and it is. It's right up and in. So it's a 10-point game in the 4th quarter, and we've got a backup 55 overall rookie quarterback in who's already thrown an interception on a very bad throw. Like, that was so inaccurate. That was not where I chose to throw it. Braxton Berrios is not going anywhere. He's got to the 21. Okay, Wheaton. I'm not gonna go down on you just yet. I want you to prove to me that you're not as bad as that throw was, because that throw was bad. So prove to me that you're better. There's a good throw to Darnell Mooney. That's a good recovery. We'll go levels concept here. I hate that we basically can't run the football right now. We don't have the time. We don't have anything. No, there's no reasonable way we could run this football. I would love a touchdown here. There's CJ Uzama. That's a big catch. I think we go verticals and then have... Okay, Mooney's going underneath. They're playing a little bit deeper here. I tried to throw it. They locked everything up down the field. Chase Winovich with a sack and a half on the day. They locked everything up. They even locked up the underneath route. I don't like that Darius Leonard has his X Factor activated. And that's a bad throw again from Wheaton. We don't have a quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. We don't have a quarterback. I put that ball where it needed to be, and he just completely sailed it. So, breaking news, the Brooklyn Barons don't have a quarterback we feel confident in. Because that was not good. They shouldn't have gave me hope. Teddy Bridgewater, I don't know what he was doing on those 2 plays, but he completely went like brain dead for a minute. Through 2 back-to-back plays on the same exact route. Back-to-back interceptions. But they gave me this false sense of hope. And then it quickly faded when I realized we don't have the talent to be able to win this game. At least at quarterback, we don't have the talent. I think we have the talent at receiver. Maybe not at running back. I don't know. I'm completely just... I can't even speak. I'm so mad at Breece Hall for fumbling that football twice. Not once, but twice he fumbled it. Both in critical situations. That first one absolutely just unbelievable. Like, you cannot fumble in that situation. We were going to score. It was a guarantee that we were going to score there. And he just fumbled it, man. If we would have scored there, maybe I don't take out Zach Wilson. Maybe he's still in. Absolutely unreal. It's 4th and 3. They're going to give this to Jonathan Taylor again. And he'll somehow get the first down, man. Well, that's the game. I'm not going to use my timeouts. It's basically useless. We're down by 10, under a minute to go. Why would I use my timeouts? We're not going to win. And we don't have a quarterback. Even if I did use my timeouts, we get the football back. We don't have a quarterback that can lead us to a touchdown, that's for sure. I mean, he threw for 1 touchdown, but that was... Maybe that was a smoke screen that's not real. I don't even think they'll snap it again. Oh, well, we lose this one. We go to 0-4 on the year, and this one was the most frustrating, man. This one was the most frustrating. I finally remember to go to, not the highlights, I finally remember to go to player stats, though, for the first time. Zach Wilson, 8 of 13, 84 yards, 2 interceptions, just absolutely unacceptable. Darren Wheaton, 13 of 20, 136 yards and a touchdown, but he also had 2 interceptions. So I don't know what to make of either of this. I know, well, actually, I do know what to make of it. We don't have a quarterback. Running-wise, Breece Hall with 2 fumbles are unacceptable. Just absolutely unacceptable. Garrett Wilson, 7 catches, 79 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, I mean, we got a sack and a half of Quinn Williams. Kwity Paye had a sack. Sean Murphy-Bunting had 2 interceptions in a row and a pick 6, but it was just, I don't even know, man. It was just bad. I don't know what to do at quarterback. Okay, so next episode we will take on the 3-1 Miami Dolphins, and at the Hard Rock in Miami, going up against Tyreek Hill. That's gonna be a scene. But we are 0-4. I think it's our first divisional game. No, did we play the Patriots already? I think we played the Patriots already. Yeah, I think we played them in like week 2 or something. So it's our second divisional game, this time against the 3-1 Dolphins. It's going to be a trip, especially as we don't have a quarterback. I think in off-camera time, I'm going to shop Zach Wilson around the league, see if I can get some sort of quarterback for him. I'll see what I can do. If not, then we'll just have to go with this quarterback by committee thing. But it's not going to be that great of a season. It's going to be pretty ugly this first season. So hopefully you guys stick around and fight through with me, because it's going to be ugly. But thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.